How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Blade is first. Congratulations. That may be the first time. Is that the first time, I think? Holy cow. Is it because we're Facebook friends now? Oh, how's it going, man? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. What's going on in your world? And Sander shooting is second and third and fifth and fourth and sixth and all the way down. How's it going, everybody? John, how you doing from sunny Seattle? Is that really a place? I only know one Seattle, and I don't think it gets called sunny very often. Is it really sunny up there? Let's see if the slash here is working. Now that we got having a baby very soon. Oh, man, working lots of hours. Understandable. Hey, you got to let us know when baby arrives. When baby arrives. Got to come up with a present. What would be a good present? Anytime now, really? You're not like in the hospital waiting, are you? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I would like the chat to come up in reverse so that the newest comments are at the top. Wouldn't that be a thing? That should be a thing. I'm going to play with the settings for a second here. Filtering or appearance. Oh, I'm playing around with this this restream chat thing that I use now. I would like it to be at the top. Compact mode? No, I like it that way. Reply commands. Anyways, notifications, always on top. Click through mode. Background opacity. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, we're going to do that. Message opacity. That's kind of cool. I didn't know this was a thing. Interact, hold down the shortcut. This is new. You would think I'd know these things by now, but I haven't been using this actually very long. It's worked out pretty well though, so I'm going to keep using it. Except now, oh, I've set the background opacity to 0. Anyways, okay, great. Wow. Squirreled already. That didn't take very long. All right, and Sir Goodenough's here, thank goodness. DBR it. How's it going? Nicholas, how's it going? Try to do a live cam. Oh, man. Made it, but had to switch accounts. Oh, YouTube accounts. Gotcha. Hey, let's thank PCBWay for being the sponsor. I did talk to my contact there, Lane. I asked about a new code because I guess the code that we've been using had got all used up. And she just said that right now they're having a special on flexible PCBs. So if you need flexible PCBs, check them out. There you go. Thank you, PCBWay. You're good to us. So I got some things to do today. I got some stuff here on my desk we can play with. I will, let's start with giving you an update on the Lanbons. Can we do that? Because that's been fun. We'll go through the whole Lanbon thing. Because I do want to go through a flash thing on the Lanbons. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Lanbons are, one of these OPENHasp devices. All you guys that are here, you guys know what these are. I mean, who do I think I'm fooling here? Nobody knew. Let's see, devices, Lanbon. So the Lanbon is this reasonably priced. It's certainly not cheap, but it's reasonably priced. It's like $60, 50, 60. It's actually one of these weird things that's more expensive on AliExpress, which is double crazy. But anyways, it's a touchscreen smart switch. It's got 3 relays in there. It's got a little 2.4-inch display that's pretty responsive, pretty good. And it works with OPENHasp. And I've been working with Francis. There he is. Well, you know what? We'll go through it now. We'll go through it now since we got Francis here. Been working with Francis on making the default bin file or the default install file for OPENHasp. When you go to OPENHasp installs, we'll do that right now. When you go to OPENHasp installs, OPENHasp, you have to pick which device, right? So they've got all these. Francis, maybe others have helped put all these together, so that when you pick one of these, it kind of pre-configures. It's got a bin file that's pre-configured based on what your device is. Okay. Now, what Francis has done, because he is amazing, is he has made it, and he's going to tell me if I'm wrong here, but he's made it, because I don't think I've tested this yet. he's made it so that on the nightly build, on the Lanbon L8, it's got some stuff pre-configured. Woo! Pre-configured is awesome. Have I determined which one is the best resolution? Oh gosh. I've determined that right now, certainly my favorite is this Lanbon. It is really responsive. It works. I wish the screen was bigger, but it's okay. And the fact that it's already in a form factor where you can plug it into your wall, but not 6.3. Gotcha. But it's pre-configured, so it's ready to go. So you can just put it in your wall. You can power it with 120 volts. You can put some light switches on the back, connect it to your light switches, and it's good to go. I've got one of them installed now on my wall here for my closet lights. That's my test one that I finally installed. But with what Francis has done, we now have a bunch of demo pages installed on it, including the most important things that it has out of the box now. This is with the nightly. This is with 0.70, not the 6.3. So you notice I went to, oh, you couldn't see it, but nightly, the nightly OPENHasp.com, not the normal install OPENHasp, which still has version 6.3. But on the 0.70, it has a page that lets you control the relays. Simple swipe buttons to control the relays that are inside of it, so you can hook it up just like a light switch. It does have, and then the other, I think to me, the most important parts out of the box, being configured out of the box, are there's a backlight page, so you can change this brightness of the backlight or turn it off. And there's a mood light page. So these Lanbons have a mood light. They have a strip of LEDs, or they have, not strip, but they have some LEDs on the inside, and they have a strip of like a diffuser around the outside so that you can light up the outside of it different colors. And it's got a page that's pre-configured for that. Then there are some demo pages for the wLED page, wLED control page, a thermostat control page, and the, what was the other one? The media player, the one that I use. Media player one that I use, which it doesn't have some of the things that the other demos have, but it also has the capability to have the album art pop up, which I think is really cool. And then I've got the YAML that you would need for Home Assistant in my GIST. So the whole point here, I'm almost ready. In fact, I probably am ready at this point, but almost ready to list these on the website, on the DrZzs.com, so that you can buy them pre-flashed and ready to go. I bought a bunch of them, and I was able to get them at a price where I can make a little bit of money and not sell them for much more than what they are on Amazon. So that's hopefully good, and hopefully it'll be helpful to some people that don't want to flash it themselves. But let's flash one ourselves, shall we? Let's test this out. I'm gonna grab one here. Let's see. We're gonna turn on our camera. Hopefully this camera's gonna work. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Wow. That works amazingly well. Oh my goodness. Master streamer here. What's the price on my site? $65 is what I've got them right now, Nicholas. And I wish it was less. Oops, that's because it's over here. I wish it was less, but they didn't give me a great price, and we got to open them up and flash them every time. That's what, actually, this one's probably already been flashed, so maybe we should start with one that's not been flashed. I've got my son flashing them all. Here we go. There's 60 from Amazon unflashed, or 65 from me already flashed. That's what's kind of determined the price. All right, here we go. Taking it out of the box. These are the important point. These are the HomeKit versions, right? These are the HomeKit ones. You don't want the other kind. The other kind are a little cheaper, but at least in my experience, I couldn't flash it. All right, so this is all we need. We can set this part aside. This is the part we need. And then this is the part where, by selling them on my site, this is my value add. This is where I'm adding value. I'm using an FTDI adapter and a little bit of time on our part to flash it. So that's what we're doing. Okay. The way we set this up, and I've done this before, and I even have a little video out there about doing it. The way you flash this, for anybody who's still curious, this is the pin header here that connects to the ESP32. You need one wire on the IO0, GPIO0, which is this bottom one down here. So we're going to go in that bottom corner. We're going to put this little wire in there because we need that to be grounded. And then we're going to start connecting all these. So the green goes just above that one. And the blue, oh man, Jackson was doing this and he did mutilate these. Blue goes next to that one. And then the red goes next to that one. And then the black, which is ground, goes to the end. So we just hook all those up. And then this white one goes on a ground pin here, like that. And then with a case, perhaps. Well, you don't even need a case. This is like ready to go. You just put this in the wall and you plug it into to power. You just put the power from your line and your neutral from your light switch right here. And that's all you need. It's ready to go. Need version 0. Yes, and he is absolutely right. Francis is telling somebody, I didn't catch that part, but if you want these to show up in Home Assistant, which you do, then you need to have 0.70 of the custom component. So there's different versions of the custom component because this is still sort of the kind of beta or development version. And you can't have them both at the same time. I learned that the hard way too. So if you have 0.63, if you have Lanbon, not Lanbons, but if you have OpenHasp devices that are 0.63 already installed on your then and you have the Home Assistant integration of 0.63, you can't have them both at the same time. So for what I'm going to do is just use 0.7 on all of them. So I just deleted the 0.63 version of the custom integration for Home Assistant, and then installed the 0.70 custom integration for Home Assistant, and then it will recognize them. If you can't get them to be recognized, that's why, most likely. All right. Let's see. We lost a pin here. This one's got to go on ground, so let's find it. Different ground. Right there. Okay. All right. So we're ready to go here. And with this white one plugged in, we can power up our FTDI adapter. And if that just goes boop, boop, like that, that usually means that you did it right. Now you can take that off, flip this over, and it should be blank because that means it's in flash mode. Okay. Child labor, that's right. Now, we're going to switch back to this for a momentito. That's Spanish. And we're going to go, we're on the nightly OpenHasp. Okay. Nightly-openhasp.com. We got the Lanbon selected, and that should be good. We can click install. And sure enough, fortunately, it recognizes that there is a device connected. Connect that device. It looks like it's going. How often does this happen that it gets it right every time? First time. Let's try it. You do want to erase the device. So yes, erase the device and then install. And now we watch. Does the new version of the wireless tag have relays? Or is it just the screen? That looks a really nice alternative to those Lanbons. Ooh, what's this now? Wireless tag have relays. Oh, wait, wireless tag. Oh, that's the SC01, the SC, those ones? Ooh, do they have relays? What I like about the Lanbons is that they have been pretty dependable. So they're responsive, and they come, you don't have to build a case or buy a case, and they have the relays. And again, they're not terribly expensive, but I wish they were cheaper always, right? How can you not? So when this is done, we should have these demo pages to look at. So hopefully that's the thing. I do have one open up here. Oh, this, what you're looking at up here above my head. Ooh, 4-inch test unit. That's the power supply and relay box. Ooh, awesome. Ooh. Tell me about this. Which device is this? Cookie and Francis. Which device is this you're talking about? Do you have a link? Communicate over Zigbee instead of Wi-Fi. That is the only thing I wish was different. Yeah. Well, probably. So with this, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. One thing is that those are UK style versions, so they won't fit the US black box. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I started saying this when you do have your OpenHasp devices in Home Assistant, or in this case, the Lanbon with this 0.70 version that we're like what we're flashing right now, you get this page. This is what the integration gives you. So pretty cool. It's got the 3 switches, so you can turn the relays on and off. You can't hear them, but I can hear them. You can turn the backlight on and off right here, so you can actually have it set. And not only can you turn it on and off, but because it's a light, you can set the brightness. Okay. Pretty cool. And this one, I called it Office Closet Light because this is actually connected to the light switch. These are just switches that have relays in them, but right now they're not connected to anything inside that switch. And then the mood light. This is like one of my favorites. So the mood light, you can change the brightness and you can change the colors, of course, however you want. I believe, well, no, I thought I saw somebody doing something where they were doing various colors at the same time, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. You can also turn on the anti-burn temporarily if you want to. So it kind of makes some static looking stuff on there. You can change the page number that's being displayed. I'm looking at over my shoulder at mine on the wall. You can look at this there, and you can restart it all from here. Sweet, right? Sweet. Sweet. Okay, this one's done. Next. Now we can go, we can put it on the log. So should I, let's look at it first. We're going to look at it. We're going to flip it over and look at it here. Okay. So now that it is flashed, if we power it down and then turn it back on, turn it off, turn it back on. Now it'll start up with OpenHasp. Now this is not connected, so I'm not doing it in flash mode anymore. So this will let you connect to your network, right? Or you can take a picture of the QR code here and it will connect to this thing as a Wi-Fi access point. Or if you just tap it, you can just type. It gives you a box and you can just type your user and password here. I'm going to do that because in order to see the screens, unless Francis or somebody else can tell me differently, unless you put it on your network, you can't see the screens. Sir Goodenough's like, oh, he's not going to put his password on there, is he? No, I'm not. Back. Okay. I'm going to go over here so you can't see my password. Kind of small, but I do like this way. Okay. All right, so now I put in my password and it is connected to my network and it gave me an IP address. I can say okay. And then there we have the first page is the page that has the 3 relays connected to these buttons. So if I were to power it back up now on this thing, which I will actually, because I've got one over here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and take this off now. We'll take this guy apart, pull these guys off. Can't mess this up. Jackson still has like 50 of these things to flash. Pull those off. I've got one here that is connected to this. So I'm just going to, I like that you can just swap these faces out too. That makes it kind of nice. I mean, I don't know how useful that would be for somebody in their house, but it is nice. Like if you wanted to take it down, like to reprogram it or do anything funny with it, you don't have to like dig into the box and be messing with the mains voltage. You just pop it off like that off your wall, and then you can take it to your desk and you can mess with it if you needed to. I haven't needed to, but you could. All right, now it's here. Now we plug it in, starts up, OPENHasp 195 is there. So now we can flip through the demo pages. So the next page is a wLED control page. I'm working on another one of these too. That might have a little bit less going on, but might be a little more more focused on the things you use more often. This has a lot of things on it that I like, and this is kind of a good overall thing, but I think we could probably do something better. This is the media player. This is a thermostat. I know it looks a little bit grainy and funky in the camera. It looks fantastic in real life. This is the backlight page, so you can dim it. And it works, and you can turn it off. And if it's off, if the backlight is off, you just tap it, and it comes back on. There you go. Okay. And then this is the mood light page. So mood light has all these different colors. So there's red. And then if you hold it, it does a different shade. That one doesn't show up quite so much as different, but there's a yellow, and then you hold it. A little different yellow. The green. Looks so good, right? I love the mood light on these. Oh, there's just a different, it's a little brighter. Some of these show up more. This is purple. That's more of a brighter, pinker. Blue. The blue does look very different when you change the color. It's more of an aqua kind of a color. Looks good. And then off, if you want it off. So all those things work out of the box. And you can't, I don't know if you can hear the relays click, but put it up next to the microphone. So it clicks the relays. And that's not integrated into Home Assistant at all. But if we do go to Home Assistant, I don't remember if we need to restart or not. Can't remember that. Oh, no, we have to hook it up. In order to get it to connect to Home Assistant, you do need to do MQTT. So you do have to go into this guy up here. You do have to go to, well, we can go, let's do it right here. 9.5 and go to your MQTT. So configuration MQTT, and then you have to put in here all your stuff. Long press on off goes white, but it's a mix of RGB, so it's not as nice. Oh, cool. Let's do that. Oh, and when you hit the home button on this, that's another thing. When you hit the home button, it goes back to the relay page. You can change that in the configuration. I keep saying one of the things I love, whatever. One of the things I love about this is that it's so easy to configure. It is really easy. It's a text file, but it's not an overly complicated text file. And you can't really, I guess you can break it, but it's not too hard to tinker with and try and kind of figure it out and find the right thing. All right. So with MQTT, if we want it to show up there, then we put a name in here. Let's call it, instead of plate, let's call this one, we're going to call it Lanbon white. And then this is my MQTT broker, which is my Home Assistant. And the user, I don't remember the password. I think I might remember it. Okay. And then I leave those topics the same and save it. And it probably, I think we still need to do, I don't remember what things all need to restart. So I'm going to restart this guy. Restart my Lanbon here. And then we're going to do Home Assistant. We're going to go up here to Home Assistant settings. Doesn't look like it's found anything new yet. So I think what we have to do in Home Assistant is do a quick restart the next time you restart Home Assistant. I think. Why not create a custom stand for the programming? Oh, you mean, yeah, we've worked on it. I tried with a couple little things. We'll see. Use the backlight as an alert, right? Red means the Hobbit battery is low or something. Excellent. Excellent idea. Beef pot roast. How did you know what we're having for dinner, Cymax? How did you know? That's crazy. All right, I still don't see it up here. So we're going to try and give this a restart. We'll give Home Assistant a restart. Now, if you've been playing with Home Assistant, lately, which hopefully everybody is, then you'll realize that on the newest version, you've got a different kind of menu here. Everybody's having pot roast. What is the deal? Is this a pot roast kind of day? So Home Assistant now has the restart menu is all very different. You can just reload the YAML configurations, or you could do a restart, which will interrupt scripts and automations. This will restart the whole system and all the add-ons. So that's a reboot. James Ross, thank you very much. Did I say James right? How's it going? Or you could shut it down. I'm going to do this restart, and we'll see what happens there. And in the meantime, we'll do a little dance for whoever just subscribed. Amy. Did I say it right, James? It's a little odd and suspicious. Maybe we've all been getting our pot roast at the same place. Uh-oh. How long until the next live stream? 2016 years, 11 months, 20 days, 17 hours. Maybe. So say it's not everything has started yet, but we'll go back here. Oops, Studio Code looks like it's up for a new update. We'll go here. We'll just kind of wait for there to get a notification up there that says it's time. In the meantime, we'll have some Dr. Pepper too. Waiting for WeatherLink custom integration bug fix before I go with 22.3. Oh, WeatherLink. All right, come on. Hasn't discovered any new devices yet. I wonder if maybe now I need to restart this one again. So basically, you just keep on restarting things until something recognizes something else. I guess I can go in the logs. In a minute here, I'll go in the logs. It's snowing here too. Already blew out my driveway and has already filled back in. Oh my gosh. Where are you at, Cymax? Information. Let's go here and let's make sure that the MQTT is connected. Okay, so that's good. MQTT is connected. That should be fine then. If it doesn't work, reboot, right, James? Oh, I can show off the thing James sent me too. Remind me to do that in a minute. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Oh, there we go. Now we got some notifications. You see that right there? Beep, 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 beep. Notifications. Invalid config. Just ignore that. New device discovered. Check it out. OpenHasp. What? Configure. Lanbon white, brightness, all this. We don't have to do anything. We just go submit. And then I think we tell it where. Oh, no, we don't even have to tell it where we want it. Now when I go to my Lanbon thing here, Lanbon white, it looks like it's still. What else does it have to do? Oh, I know why. Because of the YAML. Because we don't have the YAML, which is great. So now we'll take this opportunity to grab the YAML. So what I did, probably what you think you did. Do you think the product is durable enough for commercial use like a hotel room? Yeah, I think so. I think I would be, the only thing I would worry about is people popping it off the wall maybe. But I guess, I don't know how much people mess with the light switches in the, I need to probably use some of these at the wHobbit-House. The problem is at the wHobbit-House, all of my light switches are not 120 volts. They're all low voltage. Okay, we're going to go to the gist. So gist GitHub, go to my gists, and then I've got one here for OPENHasp YAML. All right, so I'm going to, you can go in this and you can download this or copy all this. This is a pretty good example page. You will definitely have to go through and change some things. I left some generic, and I need to make some notes about that. Maybe this is the time to do it. I need to make some generic notes or some notes here about it, because switch wLED nightlight and light.wled, those are generic, right? Those are going to be very generic. The faceplate only needs 5 volts to run without the relays. I think I want the relays, but yeah, you're right. Just 5 volts, and then it'll run pretty good. How much current does it need? Probably not very much, right? Probably do it. You would pop it off the wall. You're not coming to my hotels. They're good enough. Oh, HMG Griffin is on Discord wondering when are we streaming. HMJ, sorry. Light switch is part of the room fee, isn't it? Got some on the way. We'll report back. When you change the stream command, don't bother to test it. Oh, whoops. Okay, sorry. So you will have to adjust the name of, right now it's just wLED. So whatever your wLED device is called, you need to change it here where it says wLED, to change it to your device. And that's going to be, there's going to be a lot of devices. So what you'd probably want to do is do like a control F, you know, and find every place that it says wLED, and then change all of those all at once to whatever the name of your wLED device is. And that should do it pretty quickly. So we'll do that too. Wrap it in towels before you put it in your bags. Run it off a power bank. Oh boy. Never measured it. Ooh, I can measure it. Let's measure it. I can do that. So that's one thing. So the wLED device is a generic name. The other generic name that you'll have to change in the YAML is the media player. So I've just got it set to Office. Obviously, whatever your media player name is, and this has to be a Home Assistant media player. So some media player that you've got working through Home Assistant, it can be your Google Homes, it can be your Sonos, it can be your Alexa, it can be your ESP32 media players. Though I don't know that we've got those really working great with, I mean, they make sound, but I don't know that they sound great. You know what I'm saying? But maybe we'll get there. So you'll want to change the media player to, or Office to whatever it is that you want to call yours. All right. And then the same goes with the thermostat. For the thermostat, I've got mine set to climate floor heat. So you'd have to change your climate floor heat or change it to whatever you call yours. Oh, this is another one. Shoot, this sensor, I should really change this one. Let's edit this. We're going to make some notes. We're going to edit this right now. We're going to make some notes. Okay, so right here, I'm going to make a note that says, no, let's make it at the top. Let's make it at the top. And we're going to say, find and replace all wLED with the name of your wLED device. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to say find and replace all media player Office, right? Media player Office. Now, the way I'm doing this, wLED by itself, you can change, I think. Things that change to make it easier. Oh. Sir Goodenough's like, you know what? You should do that thing you're doing right now. That's a delay of YouTube, but I love it. I love it. We're thinking the same. Scary, right? Scary, but we're thinking the same. I guess you could just change Office. I'm trying to remember if there's any place else that I have the word Office. I guess we can hunt it. Let's hunt it down and see. So media player Office, media player Office. Oh, shoot. I gotta be careful with that. I can't do that. Media player Office, media player Office, media player Office, media player Office, 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 Office. Okay, I do it. No, that's fine. Okay, media player Office, 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 Office. I don't think, what I'm trying to find out is, do I have any place else where I'm calling it, where I'm saying Office that's not part of the media player, and I don't. Okay, so we can change Office, and we're going to change Office with the name of your media player, your Home Assistant media player. Might even not need Home Assistant in there. But yeah, we'll leave Home Assistant in there. Full entity names are safer. Should I do the full entity names? The thing with the wLED is that it's not just one entity. So I can't just say light because there's also switch for the night light. There's also number for the intensity slider and stuff. So I think I'm going to leave that one. I think that'll be okay. We'll see. If I have problems with it, I read your mind before I read the screen. Okay, we're going to do another one. We need to find and replace all floor heat with the name of your climate entity. And then there's also that sensor. Oh yeah, let's go change that sensor. Let's go find Lumi. Lumi. Okay, we're gonna change this instead of just Lumi. We're just gonna call it temperature. Sensor dot temperature. Okay, so we want everything to change. Are there any more Lumis? Yep. Change a couple more here. I don't think I've really got this part finished with the see, now we got to be careful changing everywhere it says temperature. You can't just change it everywhere it says temperature. So this one will definitely use the sensor part. Maybe I should do the entity names for climate and media player. Let's do the entity names. I think that's a good idea. Floor heat. HVAC. So main floor AC is another one, right? Mike, what's up? Put the temperature in percent. What's that mean? So one knows it's a template. Oh, Valcob, I wish I knew what you meant. You're so good at templates, I'm not. Okay, we are going to change this. We're going to make this sensor, or no, this is climate dot floor heat. This is media player dot office. Sensor dot temperature with the name of your room temperature sensor. And then I did put the AC one in there. I didn't finish sorting this out because there was the ability, or I was hoping I could make it so that it would change multiple devices, and I didn't really figure that part out. Drop down with HVAC modes. So when it's looking at, this one's looking at the main floor AC. I think what I'll need to do is just change that to floor heat. I think it's only one device at a time. So we're going to do this, find that. And we're going to actually change this to floor heat. Now this is GIST. It's not as good of a text editor as Visual Studio in Home Assistant, so I can't change them all at once. If I can, maybe you guys can tell me how. So what I learned was it, and maybe Francis or some of you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but you can't change, or you can't have one of these. Well, it was going to be difficult to have one of these thermostat pages control multiple multiple climate entities. So what I'm doing is just setting it so that it's all one climate entity. I had tried initially to get it to do more than one, but I didn't get it working. So right now I'm just going to take it out. Maybe there will come a time where I can sort that out. The trick is with the setting it. You only get to set it for one entity. And then the temperature sensor also can only come from one place, which maybe is not as big a deal, but being able to only set the temperature for one entity makes it so it's pretty hard to control two entities. Okay. So that's that. Let's see if we got it now. All right. Did I just... Okay, great. All right. I think we got that. So then I don't have to add another one there. What other find and replaces are there? Do you guys remember any others? Valcob, help me understand what you mean. By the way, if you guys want good home system videos, Valcob makes some good ones too. In theory, you can use the tag property of the object to store the entity to control. Ooh. So that would be I'll learn how to do that and try and update this so that you could. So what would be ideal, right, is for there to be a heading on this YAML that would say, you know, put the name of your entity here, and it will put it. It'll refer back to that entity name, so you only have to do it in one place. That would be ideal. That would take me a little bit of YAML figuring to do, but that would be useful. For now, this is what I've got. I don't have much. I don't have it better. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Oh, and then the last thing is just set replace. Let's say replace the name of your Lanbon. Do I want to replace? I don't think I need to replace all of those. Yeah, we'll just do replace Lanbon with the name of your Lanbon device. All right, I think that's pretty good. It'll probably need a little bit of tinkering. It might not be completely foolproof. Blackadder! Still on the OPENHasp train? Yeah, buddy. Yeah. We did that with the color lights a few streams back. Ah, that's true. How long will I be live today, Gage says? Another hour at least, I think. Another hour. Lanbon. Nick's late. I'm sorry, Nick. I'll blame myself. I streamed at the wrong time. Jamming with the Pixel Clock in ESP Home. Ooh, nice. Man, Blackadder does some amazing stuff. You are amazing, dude. You are amazing. You know some stuff. You're digging into stuff all the time. I can look at the YAML and give it a shot for you. Fantastic. That'd be great. Thank you. All right. Well, for now, it's updated somewhat. What we need to do. So when this all started, we got into this because we went to set up the device in Home Assistant, and we ended up with an error. And the reason we had an error, was because we didn't have anything in the YAML for this device. So we're gonna go back here and see we got this Lanbon white, which is the one I just installed, and it's got an error, and that's because there's nothing. Check the logs. It says, hey, we don't have any YAML configuration for Lanbon. Please create it. Please create it under OPENHasp in the slug Lanbon white. So let's look at how we need to do that. So we're going to go here to, in this case, we are going to go to Visual Studio. We can bring this down here now. We're going to make this a little bigger so everybody can see it. Next month is just around the corner. Can OpenAI do the same thing? Ooh, told myself I'm not going to spend any more money because of you this month, so no Pixel Clock for me. It's all Blackadder's fault. What's a Pixel Clock? I think we need to see what the Pixel Clock is, Blackadder. I think you got to send us a picture of the Pixel Clock. Okay, we're going to start with what you got in the configuration.yaml. So in the configuration.yaml, this is what I put. This is OpenHasp include directory merge named, and then the name of my folder is OpenHasp configs. This I just got out of the example stuff from Francis's documentation up here. So it's all in, this is all in here. When you want to do, let's see, integrations, it's under integrations and Home Assistant and example configurations. There's information in here about how you set that up. But this is it basically. So you go in here and you put this, now it's going to look for the YAML files that are in this folder. So over here, there's my folder. And in here, I've got the name of the YAML. Okay. The name of it here. So I'm going to start a new file. So new file, and I'm going to call it Lanbon white.yaml. All right, and now it gives me a blank here. Now I'm going to take that blank. Now what I need to do is look at this Lanbon black, and I don't remember if the name is as important as this. This is what's really important. The name that here, I don't think Home Assistant cares. I may be wrong about that, but I don't think it cares what the name of this file is. But what really matters is that you got the right name up here. Okay, so and this was my Lanbon black. So the new one that I just made is Lanbon white. So now I'm going to go to the gist and I'm going to copy all this. Okay, copy that. Go back to Visual Studio and I'm going to paste it. Now we're going to have this do some different things. First, we need to change the name from Lanbon to Lanbon white. I want to go through Control F. I want to find Lanbon and I want to see if I need to change it. And here I do. OpenHasp.Lanbon. So I am going to need to change this name to white. Oh, nope, sorry. I want to change it right here to white. Okay. And now I'm going to find the next one, the next place it says it. Oh, is that it? Oh, sweet. Okay, so I guess there aren't that many places where it says it. So maybe that's the only place I need to change it. Sweet. Sweet. So let's do some of these other things. wLED with the name of your wLED device. Let's have this one control my desk. Quindor's here. Yay. What does that mean, Jor? Diodenavond. It must be like hi. Catch a glimpse of the progress of the ESP Home on my Twitter account. Ooh, maybe I should do Twitter. I just got rid of Facebook because I was spending too much time watching dumb things on Facebook. A word clock based on pixels and compiled versions of wLED. It's a pixel clock as well. Fantastic. The man, the myth, the legend. His Twitter, Blackadder with a space. Subscribe. Subscribe, everybody. It means good evening. Oh, awesome. Godenadbond. I got rid of Facebook years ago. That's why I have time for Twitter. I didn't do much Facebook, and I don't want to bash on Facebook. I know Facebook is useful for a lot of people, and I do like some of the groups sometimes that I've been a part of in Facebook. And the reason that I was really using it lately was because I have a Facebook group and it's big and there's a lot of people there. They ask a lot of questions. But what I discovered was I was spending 95% of the time that I was on Facebook not answering questions on the group. I was spending it just watching stupid videos or other stupid things. So that's why I had to like put it away for now. Any idea when we'll get more Dig quads in stock? Mikey, you are asking at the right time because Quindor is here. And I believe they are available right now on the international site. I think you can get them. I've heard whispers that they are available on the international site, which usually means a couple weeks and I will have some to distribute in the US. But if you can't wait to get your hands on it, I think they're available now. So check them out. I think we should have an international page. Dig2Go's coming too, probably. Quindor, why don't you give us a quick update? Give us a quick update on what's coming and when we should expect things. All right. Worldwide, it's trickling in now, and we're getting them to these as soon as we can. There you go. Coming. Zero sugar is awesome, isn't it, Mark? This one's just regular diet, but I do like the zero sugar. And the zero sugar, they have lots of cool flavors. Mine is diet. This is Diet Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it is. Okay, where were we? wLED. So which one should we have this control? We should have this one control the main house. We should have this one control the main house. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have it control the main house. Okay, here goes. This isn't what I expected to do today, but it's going well. So we're just going to keep going. I do have other things we can do, but we'll have to do those another time because I think this will probably take the rest of the time. wLED. So my wLED, my main house wLED controller, I forget what it's called. Got too many instances of Home Assistant. Where is it? Oh, there it is, 171. And it is called, so when you're looking for the name, you need to look under, it's the server one, right? It's the server name. This, no. Maybe it's sync. No. Where is it? Is it user interface? Yes, server description. So that's actually what we should probably put here. We should probably say with the name of your wLED device, with the name of your wLED, we're gonna edit this and we're gonna right there, we're gonna put in that is actually the server description, right? The name of your server description your wLED device server description. That's what it should be. English is hard. Okay. wLED device server description. Does that sound good? Diet Dr. Pepper is good too, especially since you can get 36 pack cans of Costco for $18. Let's go right now. Dig-Octa is coming next week. Everything is coming in slowly. Slowly. I need to send my kids to the factory in China. Quindor, let them get to work. What do you think? All right, server description. So now we're going to go back to Visual Studio Code, and we're going to start with this one up here. We did the Lanbon one. We're going to search everywhere that it says wLED, and we're going to replace it with the name of my server description, which is going to be wLED _main_ex. And if I want to make sure that that's the right name, we're going to go into Home Assistant again. Got so many screens. We're going to go here and we're just going to make sure that we got the right name again. I just want to make sure. So we're going to go wLED. I think it's main EX, right? wLED main EX. That's it. EX for external antenna. So that's the name that I want here. And I want to replace the whole thing. Every time it says wLED, I want it to replace it with wLED _main_EX. All right? And then go. Pew, 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 pew. 29 times it's in there. Okay. Oh, I got to be careful though. Got to be careful. Don't do that twice. Make sure you stop because look what about happened. Because I wrote wLED here and then I'm like, oh, everywhere it says wLED, replace it with this. Holy cow. Then I would end up with wLED _main EX _wLED _main EX. You know what I'm saying? It'd make like a loop. We want the DrZzs to work when they get here. So maybe not. Ouch. Watch out for the night light entity. Ooh, let's check it out. Let's check it out. And that was why I didn't want to make it switch. Okay, so it is main EX nightlight, main EX nightlight. Okay, so that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. But yeah, I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Okay, so we did it. We changed our wLED. Oh, I changed it here. Anyways, wLED with the main EX. Okay, great. I think that's right. Did I think it looks good? Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. It's very possible that I made a mistake, but so what? Mistakes happen. We'll fix them if there are. Next thing is the media player. Which media player do we want this to be? I know what I want this to be. I know, because this device that we're flashing right now, this one is staying. This one is actually going to go in our bedroom. This one's going to go in the master bedroom. I'm going to try and get Texian Inception. I'm going to try and get Mrs. Z's to use one of these. I tried a long time ago with the HA switch plate and she didn't. The reason was because the nightlight would keep her awake, but maybe we can get that to fix. All right. So we have a media player. We're going to go up there to my Home Assistant and I'm going to find my media player. The media player that I want is the one in my bathroom. Garage, basement, Google, Jackson, second Echo Show, TV, auto dot flex, kitchen, office display, master bathroom. There it is. Master bathroom. Okay. That's the one we want. See it? That's the one we want right there. Yes. Late night talking, Harry Styles. I don't know who was in the shower last, but anyways, that's the one we're going to use. All right, so there it is, media player.master bathroom. So now we're going to go over here and back to this. We're going to search for Office. So we're going to go, or actually we're going to search for, we can search for media player Office. That's fine. So we're going to go Control F, media player Office, hit that little arrow. And then we're going to replace that. I'm going to actually just copy it so that I don't mess it up. Copy from over here. Paste it here. Media player, master bathroom. 21 times. 21 times. Go. Go. Go, 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 go. Pew, 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 pew. That's it. And then it probably changed it up here in the instructions too, right? Yeah. It changed it up here in the instructions. I'm just going to put it back. It's silly, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay, done. That one's it. Yay! Let's see. The next one, climate floor heat. So yes, this one actually, which one should we have this one control? We should have it control the one in the master bedroom, which is the same one as what I had it controlling before. So we're just going to keep doing it like this. We're going to go up here to Home Assistant. We're going to find the names of the entities we want. I think it's master floor heat. So everywhere that it says floor heat, climate floor heat, we're going to change that. Oops. Stop. Control F, climate floor heat. And we're going to change that to climate floor master heat. All right. I would like to skip the first one. So we're going to do this next match. Skip that first one. Look at that. 68 times. Replace all. We're just going to do it. Ready? What are we breaking today, James? We're about to break this. Watch this. Bop. Now we broke it. Hopefully that worked. Looks like it did. Looks like it did. The only issue is that it changed it here, but who cares? Except me, because I'm feeling OCD this morning. As you have reconfigured pages, it would now probably pretty easy to blueprint these. That would be great. How do you blueprint something like this? I mean, I think what we need to do is like what Francis was talking about with tagging, you know, and say put the tag in instead of the actual entity name in the YAML, and then just make a tag at the top that says put it in. If you can do that, I don't even know if that's a thing yet in this, but maybe it is. All right, And then temperature sensor. This one, oh man, I've already got it right. I've already got it in my Lanbon black, but I'm going to change the one in the Lanbon black to be my office, to control my office temperature, and change this one for the master bedroom. So we're doing it the hard way. So we're going to need a sensor. And then it's Lumi. But I have several of these Lumi sensors. I wish I would have, before I changed this one. But what I can do, I know, let's save this first. We're going to Control S because I've made a lot of changes and not saved it. We're going to go to the Lanbon black, and we are going to hunt for the Lumi because this is what I need it to be. So sensor, this is the one that's in the master bedroom. We're going to copy that. We're going to go back here. And now we're going to say everywhere that we find sensor.temperature. And we're going to replace it with sensor.temperature Lumi. No results. Oh, because I spelled it wrong. Okay, it's in 7 places. Here we go. We'll skip the first one. And then we'll replace. Whoa. National Weather Service has entered a weather advisory for American Fork. Oh, great. Well. Okay, oops, and then I went and changed that one after I tried not to. Okay, that was it. I just changed all those temperature ones. And then the Lanbon, everywhere it says Lanbon, I think we should already be there. Let's close that. Control F. And then, oh, there. And Lanbon white. So we already changed it. Okay, I think that's it. What do you guys think? Anything that you know that I'm missing? Scripts and automations. This is neither, just YAML. So no. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Blueprints would be a little bit tricky. But that doesn't mean that there's not a way to kind of auto-populate it. It's just that Blueprint's not quite it. I'll be busy with JSON and YAML. 2 3x5s, 2 4x3s, 1 5-inch, 1 7-inch something displays to set up. Oh my gosh, Andy. Hey, have you gone to the, there's a great page. Is it on GitHub? Where's the, by the way, let's do this. We're going to make Francis. Oh, I can't do it from here. All right, I'll do it another time. I was going to make it so Francis could easily post links, but where is the page that shows all the cool stuff that people have done with their Lanbons, Francis? There's a page that says, you know, look what I made, and there's some really good stuff there. Oh, Jackson's here. Jackson's here. So Jackson doesn't live here anymore. He's moved out. He's a big boy. But I know he's here because I hear Phantom of the Opera playing on the piano downstairs. So he must have come over for lunch or something. But that's okay. It's okay. He can play, Janice. I heard Janice say, Dad's streaming, but it's okay. You can play. I'm going to tell him. I don't have my phone. Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to tell him right now. Right? Because you guys don't mind. Jackson. While I'm streaming. I love it. Okay, great. All right. Okay, there it is, the GitHub. Yes, let's check it out. So there's some really cool stuff in here. Showcase your favorite layouts. This is a great place to see what people have done. And since, who was it that was saying they had a 7-inch? Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This is beautiful. This is on one of those Sunton 7-inch displays. So cool. So good looking. And there's a bunch of others. And these are kind of nice too. In just a simple sort of way, you know, the black background. These are kind of nice too. But it is cool that you can have an image for the background too, you know, like that. So The customization and the ability to make these things cool and make them unique in 100 different ways is what I love about them. Oh, here's a cool media player too. Same guy did this one. HT Beckhoff. Yep. So and turn on the piano mic. So yes, and that's what Francis is telling Nicholas is that what we're doing, discovered, but now I'm getting an error in the integration screen, not loaded. Wait, what am I missing? Nicholas, that's what we're doing. So we're solving that exact issue because if you go to my, if I go to my integrations page, which actually I think I have got it. Do I have it opened here? Not anymore. So we'll just go here, my integrations page. I've got an error as well right here because it doesn't have a YAML. So what I'm building is the YAML. All right. So now back to Visual Studio. Okay, so I think I changed everything. I changed the name of the device to Lanbon White. Oh, which I guess I need to change actually in here too. Oh no, I did change. Okay, good. It is Lanbon White. Okay, great. So I changed the name of the device. I changed the temperature sensor to be the one in the master bedroom. I changed the heat to be the one in the master bedroom. I changed the media player to be the one in the bathroom, the master bathroom. And I changed wLED to be the main one outside the house. Can't even hear him playing on the piano. Hi, baby.
Yes, that's Jackson on the piano.
I know, I heard him. And I told the guys, oh, that must be Jackson playing on the piano.
Yeah, he was doing really loud and their mom was like,
he can go loud. It's okay. I could hear him, but they can't hear him. It doesn't bother at all. I love hearing it. So let him tell him I said he could play. I texted everybody on the chat, the family chat, to say he could play. Okay, I think we're done here. So thank you, baby. I think we're done here. So we are going to save this, Control S. And then I think if we do a restart, let's see, let's play around with what we need to restart. We might be able to, I know I was just here, but maybe we can do just reload this now that I've got that there and see. Yep. Now it's there. Okay, that worked. So right now though, it just says there's one device. Okay, it says there's one device and I can visit that device and I'll go to the 195. But it takes a few minutes for all the entities to show up. I was freaking out the other night when I did this with the black, the Lanbon black, but it's okay. Don't freak out. Just take, she is a sweet daughter, isn't she, Spam? You're so right. It takes a few minutes for it to find the devices or get all configured. And it may even be that you have to MQTT it a little bit. Like, so I'm going to press the buttons here and make some things happen. But let's go to, we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Let's see if we can see what's happening here. So we will go to, we're going to take 195 and we're going to put it up here. And we're going to go to the screenshot. And right now it's showing the screenshot of the, oh yeah, there it is. So it is link. That is working. All right. We're going to then go to the main page here. And we're going to play with the main preset on the house. And we're going to turn on this one. So then if we look at this, it changed to fall. And it didn't change up here. We're going to refresh that. But you can see it changed to fall in a second. Come on. You can see it on my screen down here. If I do this, it says fall. So, and if I change it here, like let's say, let's open this. Let's open this guy. Oops. We're going to open this. And we're going to change the color on this screen. And it changes the color up there. All right. So so there's main. Change the color on the Lanbon. Changes the color there. If I want a random effect, I can do that. Select an effect. Okay, well, it's working. And if I turn it off, it turns off there. Yes, 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 yes. Can you set the piano player volume via Home Assistant? No, but I should figure out how. Sun to 3.5 RGB LED in the upper left part. Does anyone know if the LED can be controlled with OpenHasp? I'll bet it can. Andy, all you got to do is figure out what the GPIO pin is, and if it doesn't say on the board, which it probably doesn't, because not everybody makes PCBs as good as Quindor does, because every pin is marked on Quindor's PCBs. But there should be a documentation with that 3.5, and it should have the ability to control that. I wonder why this one. Let's go previous page. There it is. Now it's got the right color, and it's on the effective color loop. So freaking cool! So exciting! All right, let's make it play music let's make it play music now. So we're gonna go to in Home Assistant. This is how I'm gonna do the music one on this one. I'm going to go to Home Assistant, and I'm going to go to the media player. We're going to go to media. Let's go to me. How are we going to do this? Not media. Where's my music player? Music player's not showing up now? Or is it just under media? I'm the music player. I guess music player is still, maybe Hacks needs there's an update for music player. Huh. Okay, well, let's see if we can do it through services here. I want it to play something down there. I guess I could do it. How could I do it? 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 Services. I guess we'll go media player. Media player. Play media, go to the GUI, choose an entity. The entity is going to be the master bathroom, and we're just going to let it play. And then let's see if anything shows up on the screen here. Oh yeah, sure enough. Okay, so right now, something's not working with the. I don't see the album art, but you can see it's playing, and it's playing Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz. We can skip that. Maybe. I got to admit, I don't control that media player with Home Assistant very often, so I don't know how well that might work or might not work. Right now, it doesn't look like it's working again. It's a little delayed. That's too bad. I was really hoping it would get the art up there. Let me remember. Was that an automation? Oh gosh. Plenty of useful info on the silkscreen layer of my boards as well. Andy Mock, what boards do you make? It could be that, see, it's playing. It says it's playing. You guys can't see it too well, but yeah, it says it's playing. The screens do not really translate well onto camera, but in real life, they look fantastic. Screen automations are not working. James still hasn't made you. Neither have I, James. Neither have I. I probably need to as well, but there's just not. I'm not going to live long enough to do all the cool things I want to do. Well, I can't tell if it's playing anything down there or not, but I can tell you that it works. I think, though, there may be. Could you use secrets to create YAML template for standard screen? Then a user would just need to update the relevant secrets with the entities. There's going to be a way, Cookie. There's going to be a way. There's going to be a way. Tags may be the way. There might be something else. All right. What else do we need to test on this one? Let's see. The temperature looks like it's doing some stuff there in the master temperature. We can do the backlight and the mood light. Okay. Well, I think we're going to call it good on this for now. The one thing that's left, we need to maybe look at, in our automations, because I actually think that to get the OPENHasp cover art, yeah, dang, I was afraid of that. Oh, forgot about this. Okay, well, to get the cover art to work, you need an automation. You need an automation for the cover art to work. From the doc, as soon as you start selling them, you know what, Nicholas? They're actually live. They are. The page is live. The page is live. I hadn't advertised it, but since you ask, the page is live. So I've added several things here as well. Some of the things that you see, here it is. Some of the things that you see on the page, on my page, is not what is going to be on your page. These pictures are crap. These pictures are really horrible. So I apologize that these pictures are so horrible, but you get the idea. I wanted to be able to show the demo. The wall just looks really grungy. Like I do not have a professional camera skills, so these look really bad. But anyways, if you want pre-flashed ones, I've got them, and I can start getting them shipped out right away. Okay, we haven't flashed them all, but we flashed about half of the 100 or so that I got. All right. So this is the thing. Okay. So we need to copy this. We're going to duplicate this. This would definitely be one that could be a template, because it's an automation. So I guess I need a YAML for this as well, but duplicate. Okay. So let's stay. Oh, new automation. Okay. So here we're going to edit this now. So this, I made a new automation. I duplicated it. So rename, right? When the entity picture local from, not dad's office. Why won't it let me? Oh gosh. I want to just change part of that. Dang it. All right. Well, entity dad's office. It's not entity dad's office anymore. It's master bathroom. There it is. And there's the gorillas. When the entity picture changes, okay, that's the trigger. From master bathroom changes. Okay, cool. I don't have to change that. I'll rename this one. This one is for, oh, I can't rename that one yet either because I haven't saved it probably. Template condition, trigger, state entities, local picture, trigger to state entities, local picture. Okay, I don't need to change that. That stays the same. And then it'll do some action here. Media player, I do need to change this from media player dad's office to media player master bathroom. Okay. And then not supported for the visual editor. Oh, and then it's not Lanbon 1 anymore. It is Lanbon white. And here's another spot where it needs to change to master bathroom. Okay. And then this one, OPENHasp command. Target, oh, Lanbon black. This needs to change. This needs to change. Choose a different entity. Lanbon white. And get rid of that one. Okay. Oh, there's more. Uh-oh. I got to change more of it. I could probably do this. This might be easier in the, this might be easier if I was looking at it in the YAML. All right. Master bath, picture local, master bath, push image, Lanbon white, master bath, command, Lanbon white. Here's another dad's office. We change that to master bathroom. I can't believe we ever had a time where we didn't have autofill on these things. Lanbon comes with a relay so it controls non-smart ceiling fan in bedrooms, correct? Yes, Nicholas, it can. And it's got 3 relays and 3 buttons. So it's basically, this will replace 3, like if you have a 3 light switch thing in your house, this will replace 3 of those. When is the next shipment of Dig-Unos? They're coming, James. They are coming. Oh, which by the way, let's do this. We're going to save this and then we'll test and see if it works. New automation, we'll call it we'll call it OPENHasp Mast Bath Media album art. Okay, save. Great. Now maybe it'll work. So we're going to go back to this. We're going to skip to the next song. Maybe we can go back in here and do, oh, it's not doing it there. Services, call service. Media player, like play next track. All right, we'll see if it updates over here. Anyways, when you had to have the window open and make sure you got the entities and sensor spelled right. And James, yeah, they're coming soon, my friend. They are coming soon. Quindor says they are available in China and I should get some in a couple of weeks. Now, since we've got James After Dark here, I want to show you what James made. And wait, it gets better. Hold on. I'm just going to plug this in here. There. Roar. There's actually a motion sensor down here, over here. Okay. Stinking cool, right? Roar. So yes, that is going to be a part of, we're going to find a way to put that into our Hobbit game or whatever. Thank you, Nicholas. I'll get your Lanbons out to you right away. And this is a new thing. So there may be bugs in the process, but if you have issues, you just let me know. We'll try and get it sorted out. Man, I don't know why this isn't, it's not updating here. Maybe I need to maybe this needs to, it should have refreshed that. I wonder why. Should be playing. It's been working on mine in my office, but anyways. All right. What's next? 2:30. Let's see. We got a little more time. Was there anything else on these Lanbons you guys wanted to talk about or we're curious about? Now that I've got this one, I can't sell this one because I've got it all signed. Bugs don't scare me. Well, thank you again, James, for sending that thing. I love it. I think it's awesome. So that's really cool. It's laser cut and lacquered. And then he's got an LED thing behind there and an 8266 running it. I'm excited. Play with that. Let's talk about a couple other things I have on the site. So I've been trying, I think this happens every year. I think this happens about this time at least the last couple of years, where we hit this like post light season kind of, right? January, February, where it's not like there's not people doing projects with their lights, because there absolutely are, but it's not nearly as busy as like November, December, October, September. So I start like, and especially since I had Jackson come home and he's working for me. And so I was like, okay, I got to get some stuff in the store that we can keep him busy and give him a job. So I started looking at different things that maybe we could list in the store, and that would be sort of a non-LED season kinds of things. And I tried this. I guess we have time for this one. We'll try this one. I've got these. some of you may have tried these. The focus, I apologize, the focus isn't great. But these are the Athom or the Athom or the At-Home, maybe. But these are a tiny, kind of along the footprint of like the Sonoff Minis, Shelly Ones, the old BH no freeze. It's a single relay. I took it apart. It's a single relay. It's based, I'm pretty sure it's based on the 8266 or 8285 that had the RAM included, whatever. But it's one big relay. You can, the biggest thing, why did I decide I'm going to try these out? Because they come with ESP Home. They come with ESP Home ready to go. So we're going to try it right now. Okay. We're going to try it right now. All right. I need my wire here. Has anybody tried these Athom switches? So I looked at the reviews, and what I saw was mostly the problems people had were customer service problems. Okay, which, you know, if something doesn't work and you want to talk to somebody or want somebody to help you out and they don't respond, that really sucks. And I know as somebody, I am somebody who has to respond a lot to those kinds of things, and it is hard. So I do have sympathy for them, but I understand why people would be hesitant to buy from somebody who's not going to respond if you say, hey, my device is crap, you know? So part of what I think anytime you sell something, I tell my kids, anytime you're going to want to, you know, you want to make money or something, you got to add value. And so how do you add value to a thing? Now, there might be people who are just plenty happy to sell stuff that they didn't add value to, but I try and make sure that I'm at least adding some value. So one of the values I add to this is I respond, right? So if you have a problem, you can talk to me and we'll figure it out, right? The other thing is they use these relays that say 16 amps, and those are 16 Chinese amps, which I think we've burnt up enough devices over the years to know that some of these 16 amp relays are probably 10 amp relays. And so I would definitely not try and put 16 amps through this thing. It will probably go kabooey. So take that with a grain of salt. I would, and Valcob says even less than 10. Valcob says even less than 10. The good news is most of the time, like we're past the times when most of our devices use that much power. If you're going to use this as a light switch, which in most cases, that's what you're going to do. You're going to connect this up to a light switch, stick it in the box behind your light switch and call it good. So you don't, and your lights, you can have a whole lot of, hopefully everybody has LED bulbs now, but hopefully you don't have 50 LED bulbs that you're trying to switch with this. If you've got 5 or 6 and they're like 6 watts each, you're not going to get anywhere near 10 amps. So you should be fine. The dock should put 16 amp through it though. You're right. You know what, Francis? I have thought, how am I going to put 16 amps through this? I don't know. I don't know if I have the capabilities. I don't have the cool things like Quindor has where the he can just dial up the current and just run a bunch of current through these things. I don't have that. All right. So we're going to look at this. The screw terminals here are a little bit screwy. Is it better if I do this? Do you get a little bit better image? No. What if I did this other camera? I like working on that one because it's right by my face, but the screw terminals here are a little bit screwy. There it is. Oh, that's a good autofocus. So it says line out and then line in and then neutral in and then neutral out. And then there's a switch 1 and switch 2. I don't understand why there's a switch 1 and switch 2. Maybe that's because you can do for a 3-way thing or something. I'm not exactly sure. They have some wiring diagrams on the website. Anyway, so the neutral in, let's see, line in is going to be this one. So we're going to put line in here. I will say they do have the kind of screw terminals that I like a lot. Oops. Sorry about that. Throwing things around. These screw terminals are the kinds that go up. So when you loosen them, they go down. And then when you pinch them, they pinch up. I think these work pretty well. They're more secure than kind of the ones that just kind of crimp down or they just have a little metal thing that you bend. Now, I haven't done any scientific testing. I don't really know if they're better. Just in my mind, they seem like they would be stronger because they seems to me like they grab more of the wire. And you can make them really tight without smashing them and breaking them. At least that's, again, just my thinking. DigiBlur did through the Sonoff ones that were 6 or 8 with no issues, yeah? All the testing. You need a big motor like a pump. I have what I do have. I have a heat gun. Could try that. All right, so there's that. Let's see what we can find. All right, give me 1 second. I don't have anything up here right now. What we'll have to do, we'll have to fry this another time. Okay. We will bake this next time. All right. And I think I do have a space heater that I can, and I'll get it because we're getting close to the end of the time for today. And this is something we probably want to dedicate more time to. So let's just open it up. We'll turn it on. We'll get it into Home Assistant and see how it works. And then next time we'll see what happens when you really put a bunch of stuff through it. The idea is not to put one time, but a long run with bigger amps. The arc that is formed between the relay internal contacts will dislocate the metal on them and lead to either melting the contacts or, which is much worse, to form a small layer of burned material, which will increase the resistance of the contact and thus the temperature of the relay, which will eventually lead to the relay on fire in a burned house. Oh boy. Well, no smoke today, but I will smoke it at some point with you if you'd like. All right. But what I want to see is how well does it integrate into Home Assistant. All right, I'm going to put this thing sort of back together so I don't shock myself. It does have a button here on it. Okay, so it's got this little thing here, and you press that, and you can press the button. Okay, I don't want to shock myself with mains, so I'm going to put this kind of back together. Okay, there we go. Okay. And, okay, I do see a little, oh, yep, there's blue. There was a blue LED there. Okay, so flashing. Now, they give instructions. They have the same instructions no matter which of their devices you use. Oh, because I actually also got a garage door opener thing to test out here. I lost the instructions. Basically, though, what's going to happen is they're going to make an access point. So this is just going to make an access point. So we're going to find this Athom mini switch. Oh, somebody asked about Tasmota. They do Tasmota or ESP Home, and I wanted the ones with ESP Home. Unable to join. Really? Let's try again. There it goes. Okay, great. Oh, wait, okay, we're doing it. I'm going to join that network, and then I'll put my password in. Okay, we'll save that. And my guess is that light's probably going to do something different. Okay, and now that should go away. Okay, now the light is actually doing something a little different. It's flashing a little more often. And then if we go back to Home Assistant, look at that. New device. That easy. Check it out. There it is. Configure. Submit. And this one we're gonna put this one, we're gonna put it outside since we're gonna burn it. Okay. Sweet. So just like that, this mini switch right here, and it's really simple. Nothing. Oh, this is the dash. Oh, add to dashboard firmware. What? Hold on a second. Oh, I know why. Because there's another step. There's another step to this. You have to go into ESP Home and accept it. There you go. So Athom mini switch adopt. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Someone here didn't smack the like button. You know who you are. Thank you, Dr. 44. That's fun. It's a good time. So what I'm going to do, what I'll do with this is I know somewhere around here, I've cut up enough extension cords that I have the receiving end of some extension cords, like some dollar store ones and stuff. So I'm going to set one of those up on here, and then we'll plug in several things to it, and we'll see. And then I'll have to hook it up to, something that can tell us about the current. And then we'll see how much current it takes to go at it and burn it up. But definitely don't put 16 amps on this thing. And, you know, it's too bad. Like, you get a bad rap. And this is something I get. We're still in this transition phase for where so much marketing is done by people in China who speak some English, but it's not really the native language. And there's not enough, you know, maybe people from the US or from Europe or Canada, or whoever, working with those folks in China that are making these things to advise or to help with this kind of stuff. But if you are going to, all you have to do is not advertise that it's going to be 16 amps and you're fine. Just say, oh, this is a 3 amp switch. So what? That's going to be fine. Or 5 amp switch maybe. It's going to be fine. If you say 16 amps, then now you're held to 16 amps. And you don't need to be 16 amps. It can be less, and it's okay, right? Needs to bring something else just in case 15 amps doesn't quite do it. We don't want a repeat of the Dig No Smokes episodes. Good point. Good point. Well, I've got a hot air gun, and I've got a hot air gun. I've got a space heater. In fact, I think I might have more than one space heater. And I've got a, somebody said a pump, right? Somebody said a motor and a pump. I could also do a power washer. Would that be a lot? I don't know if that's a lot or not. So anyways, this is the process for this. Do I have a window AC unit? I do not. I do not. Okay, are we done? Starting log output. Looks like we're done. I'm surprised there's no output though. Oh, there it is. All right, I am curious to see what does it output. Okay, so status LED light is connected to GPIO 4. There's the IP address. Wi-Fi signal strength is weak. That's not good. And now there's no antenna. There's no external antenna on this, so you may have Wi-Fi signal troubles. Uptime. The button and the switch. So the button is connected to GPIO 3. The relay is connected to 14. And it makes the blue LED. Also, it's going to make an entity that's the blue LED, and it's going to make an entity that's the light that it's connected to. There's got to be a restart. Over the air update. Bad indicator. Connected successfully. Okay. I don't know what this is about. All right. Well, let's visit it. And, ooh, it can switch the blue light on and off. Yay, blue light on. Blue light off. Blue light on. Blue light off. All right. And we can switch here you can click the relay. Oops, sorry. Yep, there it goes. Click, 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 click. And then if I press the button, huh? Did I put this thing on wrong? Oh. Button no funcione. Huh. Not sure that this button. Oh, there it goes. No. Oh, there it goes. You got to really push it down. I think when I popped it off, I may have messed it up. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah. Just got to give it some force. Okay. Anyways, there it is. So that's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. And now when we go here, we're going to go to our integrations. We're going to look at ESP Home. And we're going to see this Athom thing here somewhere. There it is. And now we've got 9 entities. Let's go back here though. Okay, great. Okay, there it is. Turn it on. Great. Add to dashboard. And does, oh, the sensors are just that. The firmware, restart factory defaults, switch connected, IP address and uptime. So cool. That's pretty easy. Now, these are pretty cheap. That's one thing that's really good about these, I think, is that they're pretty inexpensive. I got a bunch of them. I put them on the site, I think, for about 15 bucks. I think you can get them directly from them for less, maybe 12 or 9 even if they're, I think Amazon had some they were trying to clear out, it looked like. So I don't blame you if you don't buy them at my site. That's okay. But if I'm going to try this out, we're going to try and burn it up. And I mean, I think if you go into it knowing what you're getting just getting an ESP Home ready. That's the most important part to me. ESP Home ready. Reasonable little switch that'll fit behind your light switch in your house. That should be good. Oh, a microwave could work too. Microwave. Little late, no problem. Hey, we're about to sign off. I'll show you guys this. We won't get into it today, but I did get Athom or At Home, whatever. They have a garage door opener. Remember my old garage door opener video, which I'm still using, by the way. I'm still using a Sonoff SV, 12 volt system or whatever out there for both my garage doors. But these little guys, this little garage door opener comes with ESP Home, ready to go. And it's got a sensor for the door opening, right? It's got a magnetic sensor with a long wire if you wanted to put it at the bottom or wherever you want to put it. So a long wire for the door sensor, and then another pair of wires to connect to the push button on your garage door. Some garage doors, newer garage doors especially, they don't do this. But newer garage doors that wouldn't work with this should also be smart on their own. So I've got that, and yeah, these are new things that we're checking out. We're going to try out, okay? Let's answer questions. I know we probably didn't have our question thing working. We were doing so good for a while there, and it's my fault when things get off the rails. I totally know it. But if anybody has questions, if you're lurking in the background and you want to ask some questions, now's a good time. We were supposed to have people staying up at the Hobbit House this weekend, and they have not gotten there yet. We did get our geothermal heater fixed, so that's good. But it's nice and warm in the house, and there's nobody there to enjoy it, unfortunately. And I had to bite the bullet and get some ecobee. These are ecobee thermostats up there, and I need like 6 more. Okay, not really 6 more, but I need 1, 2. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Oof. Me worky? The ask is working. No one asked. Oh, good. Well, if anybody wants to ask anything, now's a good time to ask. We'll take about 5 minutes here. We'll answer some questions if you guys have some questions. If you have chistes, chismes, gossip. let's one of my favorite guys to watch on YouTube, I just like the way he talks, is Zach Friedman. Do you guys know him? He does Void Star Labs. Zach Friedman. This guy, Void Star Labs. He had, poor dude, he just had his whole, well, Void Star Lab flood the other day, and sad. I watched his video and felt very bad for him. I love watching his videos. I just love the way he writes. He does such a good job. The Gridinfinity for the past 2 weeks. Oh man, he is awesome. He is super awesome. But yeah, that wasn't. Oh my gosh, look at this. He's just gonna dump. Oh, dumping water. So they lived in an apartment, and their upstairs neighbor had a flood, and it was bad. It was super bad. So I guess what we need to do, we need to include the automation here. Okay, I'll have to add another gist for the automation. Is anyone using home automations in the garden? Good question. Hey, Jerry, which Ecobee thermostats are you using? You know what, Jerry? That's funny you ask. I don't even know. I don't even know because I broke the thing, right? I broke the heater last time we were up there trying to hook it up to a Shelly, and I know what I did wrong. I was using a Shelly that was not dry contacts, and I wasn't thinking about it. I was trying to do it late at night, and I just wasn't even thinking. And I basically put 120 volts AC into the control board. So yeah, it went boom. So the guys from the company came out to replace the board that I fried. I don't even want to tell you how much it cost because it hurts me in my soul. But they came out and replaced it and put in those Ecobee thermostats. And I haven't been up there since. So the 3D printed channel is on a lightsaber kick. Several people printing them. Ooh. 3D print channel. Is that what it's called? 3D print channel? What's the 3D print channel? Is that really a thing? Oops. I have 3D printers. I could print lightsabers. Which 3D print channel? They told you not to do that again too, right? Yeah, they did. Well, no, the heck. 3D printing CNC laser. You know, I'm sure for what they charged me to come fix it, they would be happy for me to do that several times a year. Masks. So everybody's printing lightsabers, huh? Whoa, those are cool. Whoa, that one's cool. That's Ray's lightsaber? Oh, Uncle Jerry. Uncle Jesse. I love Uncle Jesse. He is cool. All right. You know what I'm printing? I'm printing a lot of these. These, if you look closely at them, they're very like unfinished surfaces. They kind of look like bulbs, but they're supposed to be vases. I just printed them out of clear. I'm using these as diffusers up at the Hobbit house. I got another one here that I liked as well because it just kind of looks like stone. So we'll put some LEDs in this, and yeah, or we'll just take the LEDs. You know, all the lights in the house are just like LED strips up there. So we'll put some LED strips in some of these. I did some others, but I don't think I'll be able to use these. I don't think I'll be able to use this fire one. This one is kind of cool, but I'm not sure. It's a little too symmetric. I kind of like the rougher one better. Printing that gun I sent you, the Nerf one. Oh, I haven't yet. I did see, I mean, I looked at it obviously, but yeah, James sent me it was a Century thing, right? I should do this. Mandalorian armor and how long it takes. I have the printers that can do that now. I'm not going to be able to do that though. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? The Darksaber. Oh, Zach Friedman, he makes some crazy good Nerf stuff too. Anyone know if the Athom Homebridge server is any good? Good question. I don't know, Spam. I do not know. Oh, it's in that channel. Sorry, on our Discord. I'm a ducklehead. That was not the time where I was thinking what you were saying, what you were going to type before you typed it. Not that time. Although, you know what? So I'm going to go back and address Nicholas Rutledge. So yeah, I did. I still want to remotely control my heater. And so I had it working. It was working. The problem was I had it through just an ESP home device. And I had it, there was a time where Home Assistant needed a reboot, a manual, like it needed a hard reboot up there. And I wasn't there. I couldn't get there. And I couldn't turn on the heat. So I wanted to have Shelly do it either instead or, I mean, in this case, in addition to was what I was trying to do. So what I did yesterday was just went on Amazon and just bought a Shelly 1 because I was out of them. I couldn't believe it, but I don't have any more Shelly 1s. So I went on Amazon, bought a Shelly 1 last night. So next time I go up to the Hobbit house, which should be this coming weekend, I'm going to do it again. Yeah. The hub. Saw it on their page. Oh yeah. You know what else I saw? I saw a Sonoff smart home hub. Now it's not going to be anywhere near as good as Home Assistant, so I don't have any thoughts about it replacing anything that I'm doing, but I am curious about what it is and how it's going to work. Let's see. That YouTube picked that thumbnail. That's glorious. Glorious. Ooh. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, let me check. I just want to look at the 3D printing thing that everybody's doing. These are a bunch of our guys printing their lightsabers and such, I guess. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, everybody's printing the lightsabers. Okay. I could join in the fun here. 4 hours is all? Nice, Blarg. That is awesome. Okay. You know, I know my kids are going to do. They're just going to start whacking things with it and break it. Oh, no. Just tried to repair it with a 3D printed pen. Hey, good job on him, though. Good job. That's awesome. All right. Well, friends, it's time. That time has come again where we say adios. Let me call up the monkeys. See if we get their attention. Here they come. Hello, baby. Hi, how are you? Jackson.
Hey. Hello.
Oh, look at all these people we got. What are you guys doing down there? Dancing? You doing like an audition?
Yeah, I'm doing a callback.
Oh, okay. All right. Do we got everybody? Almost. Almost. There's probably nothing in there. Is there anything in there, Jackson? Oh, ice water, huh? Okay. How are we going to sign off today, monkeys?
I don't know.
Sign off like we don't have heads. Let's do that. That'd be fun. Okay, ready? Okay. Ready? As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios.
I only have a head.
I did it up here. Okay. Thanks, everybody. That was a good day. We'll see you probably not next weekend because it's Hobbit House. So maybe by the phone or something else. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we've been failing at streaming from the Hobbit House lately. Okay. Bye.